Chapter 13, Best Show Confidential. In the early 1970s, Miles Davis was sitting on the steps of his Upper West Side apartment building when a fan approached. He was a longtime devotee of Davis, eagerly following him through all of his many genre-defying reinventions. But this fan had reached the end of his rope when Miles transformed his band into a monsoon of electric keyboards, wah-wah-infused trumpets, and low-end funk. He told Miles that he just couldn't get into the new material. Miles responded by replying, "Should I wait for you, motherfucker?" And that's easily the coolest burn of all time. If I had been that guy, I would have just handed Miles my wallet and maybe chopped off a finger out of respect for the scorching I had just received. Now, I'm not comparing myself to Miles Davis, don't get me wrong. For starters, if I was going to cover Cyndi Lauper, I probably would have gone with She Bop instead of Time After Time. But I do have a good idea what it's like to make something that you know is awesome, only to find that your audience just doesn't agree. That's what the first 2 years of the best show on WFMU felt like. John Worster and I were producing fully realized long-form comedy routines every single week, and I was filling in the non-Scharpling and Worster parts of the show with content that I was proud of. The silence was deafening, but sometime in 2002, it all clicked. We waited, and they caught up. The best show became the primary focus of my non-television writing creativity. Every thought, or concept, or idea I ever had now had a home. I would walk into the WFMU studio and sit behind the board, and I knew I was right where I belonged. I would simply slide up the fader on my mic and say whatever made sense to me, and the listeners liked it. Access to the airwaves was a precious commodity in the pre-podcast era, so I wanted to squeeze everything I could from every minute that I had been granted. The show was heard on conventional radio throughout the New York City area, as well as on the brand new WFMU web stream, which opened things up considerably. Now we weren't just another local radio show. We were worldwide, baby. The 180 minutes